So my name is Asna. I live in Canada, but I'm originally from Congo. I'm a healthcare worker and a proud digital business owner. As you can see the topic, right? So you work for money, but are you making your money work for you? So I know that so many of you guys that we have those savings, Yeah, we have emergency funds for with that we save. We have education emergency. We are saving for investment, and some are saving for family goals, and some even for building a business. But I will try to talk about 3 points deeply, even though I won't touch all the points. Let me talk about education. Education is valuable, guys. It gives us knowledge and skills. But remember that education alone doesn't always guarantee our financial freedom. And I'm sorry because I prepared my stuff. If you see me looking down, it means I'm putting my points below so that I don't forget them, right? Yes, but remember, people can still end up with debt while building their careers, especially with the cost of living that we are living current now. And that is why people have a financial plan, and it depends because some, yes, they have financial plan, and some they don't have financial plan. But financial plan is very important here, not just a degree. And I always say that we are not here to discourage somebody to go to for education or to plan for education, but what we are telling you is to have a plan. Very important. Okay. Let me talk about emergency funds or emergency savings, which so many people also do that. But the problem is this: life is unpredictable, and since life is unpredictable, that is why so many people they have their saving. Maybe they open two bank account for savings, and it's very important. But the problem is that here's the trick: you will find yourself that you are only leaning on those savings in every day, right? Yes. And when you are leaning, the disadvantage is what? The disadvantage is this: imagine that you have a serious sickness. Okay, you are working full time. Now you have a serious sickness like cancer or any sickness. You will find yourself that all the money will go to what? You Since you are leaning on the saving, all that money you will start using them a little bit. Remember, you are not working, you are lying in the hospital bed. So I always say, our paycheck that we need to punch in and punch out, you need to be present. We wait for every 2 weeks paycheck, but once you start working, it stops, and you are on the hospital bed. You are not getting anything because you are just you are an employee. You are not getting anything, right? So you are now leaning on that saving, and that saving, that's what you start using. Do you think that it will remain the same? No. And that medical thing that you are doing, it's very expensive, especially in diaspora right now with the cost of living. Every day you need to be medication, all those things. We don't know how long it will take. So that is why saving isn't bad, but you need to think on the other side, on the point that I'm trying to educate you on here, that you can save while you are working, but when you are seriously sick, you have to stop your 9 to 5, or you even have to stop your job, now leaning on the savings, whereby your bank account is crying there. And that saving, once it's finished, what will happen to you? You will go with nothing. Income potential beyond our regular paycheck, so that it can help you to build your future instead of only relying on one source of income, right? Now, let me talk about retirement. One day, most of us will stop working full time. Okay, it will be the time where you are maybe in 65, 70, maybe 75. You no longer have strength to show up yourself, to go and punch in and punch out. So, what is going to support you then? That's what you need to think. Okay, so having planning for your retirement, continue to learn, creating additional income, can all work, and it can work how, they work together is only when you are working at the same time you are building your future. While you are working for money, you also need to think about your future. Don't only rely on that 9 to 5. Yeah, so many people complain, me, they put retirement. Oh, I have to retire, but the problem is this: retirement is you. Are you planning for your retirement? There was something I was reading. I was just scrolling and read. I heard that in Canada, which I'm not really sure 100%. You can even go and research. Before retirement age was 65, but I heard that Canadian government now, they put retirement is by choice. So why they put retirement by choice? And that's what I notice even when I work in healthcare, that we work with people who are 70. There was this lady that have been working together 70, she's 75, she's still working. Why the retirement was put was 65? What does it teach you? It teaches you that when they change the retirement age, it's just to know that there are sometimes that people get in that age that are accumulating so many bills. People get at that age whereby they don't have any other option. The only option is to work. So if they put retirement age at 65, and then they see people have already accumulating the baggages of credit, they haven't even paid them. If you don't pay them, nobody care about you. You have to pay your credits. You need to pay back, right? So that is why we are here to teach you guys on how you can have a plan B. I work in healthcare. We work with the seniors people, and I see when we serve them, only to take the what do they call it? You only to like to deliver them food in the apartment. It costs them $12 a day. Some places it costs them about $15. Only taking the food, maybe supper, you place them to the apartment, $12 or $15 per day. Can you calculate it every week? Can you calculate it in a month? Can you calculate it in a year? What does it teach you? You need to plan your future. If you not plan for your retirement, if you not plan for your future, nobody will plan for you. So this is the time for you to stand up. Start building your business. This business will help you to create a passive income, not an active income like an employee. You need to punch in and punch out. You need to create something whereby even when you are sleeping, it's still generating you, right? Even if you are working, you are finding yourself on the hospital bed, it's still generating you. Instead of you savings, you are working while you are saving, which is not bad. But the problem is that when you have a serious sickness, what will happen? You will lean on those savings, and those savings, once it's finished, how are you gonna live? What is it going to support you? So thank you, Ryan. Thank you for this opportunity.